Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, these old broads are at it again, man. Hey guys, the only thing more pathetic than a 25-year-old chick whining about dating is a 55-year-old chick whining about dating, right? Guys, we're in the first time in history where 55-year-old chicks are competing for the same men as 25-year-old chicks. And why would any man on earth want to bang some 55-year-old? Can you imagine, guys? All you'd see is... So, guys, we're going back to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these 50-plus-year-old broads whining about dating. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys. I have a Discord, check that out. I have a second channel called 50304s, check that out. There's a long playlist at the end of other videos like this, and let's get into this.
5 things I expect as a woman over 50 when a man takes me out.
Look at that.
Number 1, you take me out, you ask me out, you pick me up. I'm not coming to you, you're coming to my door, you're knocking on my door. Number 2, you're paying.
Look at that.
I am worth it.
Ah.
I can afford myself. If I wanted to go out by myself, I could afford it. If you're taking me out, you're paying the bill. There's no splitting the bill. Number three, I don't give a shit if your mama, your wife, your whatever, if that's your own business. Keep it out of my business. If I'm going out with you, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about how bad someone is to you. I don't give a shit. And number 4, you stay out of my business and we'll be just fine. I'm grown. I spit 4 children out of my stomach. They were cut out, raised them to adulthood. I can handle myself and you. 5 things
Lady, if you think any man's gonna put up with this,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Hey guys, she's getting cooked in these comments. Someone says, starting with the man's, perfect. Someone says, and all the guys are like, next. Someone says, sounds like that's gonna be a quiet date. Someone says, no way in hell. Look at that. Someone says, sounds like she's looking for a traditional man but doesn't want to be a traditional woman. Look at that. And of course, you have one simp, right? One knucklehead, one beta. Hello from Chicago. I'm widowed and happily retired. Please. Now, here's one chick who has some sense. Unlike American chicks, European chicks typically don't accept free dinner on the first date. Unlike in the USA, as they prioritize getting to know someone personally rather than just enjoying a meal, do better. Look at that, man. Look at that. Guys, are hashtags. Hashtag dating. Hashtag love. Hashtag older woman. Hashtag relationships. Hashtag over 50 and fabulous. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Clown world.
I don't even have words, but the audacity of some of these men when you're dating, right? Dating in my 50 series here. The audacity of some men wanting to be chased is ridiculous, stupefying, just Jesus Christ. And mind you, you know, some of these men are around my age, right? And they want to be chased, like, to say something like, you can call me if you want. Like, motherfucker, the fuck you think you are? Like, you know, the typical answer of some of us Mexicans that would say, ni que estuvieras tan bueno, right? Or they say that to women, ni que estuvieras tan buena. But it's just, wow. Like, wow. So the guy that I gave my phone to, you know, texted me, and then texted me again this morning and said, you know, on blah, 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 I met you on blah, blah, blah. And, you know, kind of started a conversation. I was like, okay, I'll answer. And at the end of the day, he said something about, you know, you can call me if you want. It's like, the fuck? Maybe I'm over exaggerating because I am old school. Like, I come from the mentality, old school mentality, that I've shown you interest I've replied. Now it's up to you to do what a man should do, right? And take the initiative, make the call. It's just wow. But for those of you that saw my videos yesterday and were interested in what's going to happen, is she going to answer or not answer? Yeah, I answered, and this is what happened. So now I'll probably just block and move on, but it's disappointing. It's disappointing, actually. But like, why do men want to be chased? Like, yeah, I get you want to, the guy wants to feel like, I'm interested and everything, but if I'm already showing you interest, why would you want to continue to be chased like that? Wouldn't you want to be the man? I don't know. What do you think?
Guess what, lady? You're old! Guys, this is how delusional they are. Rate the Lulu level.
It's over 9,000!
Guys, she's old. She's in her 50s. And doesn't understand that Gray Fox Gerardo, right? He has girls in their 20s that are letting him. Girls in their 30s. Girls in their 40s. He's shooting up the club all over. And here's some 50-year-old grandma, right? Saying that Gray Fox Chad, Gray Fox Tyrone, Gray Fox Pablo has to chase her? Is she insane? Guys, this is how these chicks are. They don't understand, but in their late 40s or early 50s, they're completely cooked, guys. Completely cooked. All the men that they want are after 25, 35-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? They might take a pit stop to 50-year-olds for an easy smash. But do you think that 55-year-old Gerardo is going to be chasing her? Clown world. And guys, she had to turn her comments off. All the Gray Fox Gerardos were probably bodying her in the comments. And guys are hashtags, hashtag dating in your 50s, hashtag Gen X, hashtag single life, clown world.
Where are all my 50-something out here in the dating world? Story time. Me and guy number 2.
Look at this filter she has on. This chick's in her 50s. Man, what are you doing?
Talked on the phone. We texted throughout the day like 2 mature adults. Set up a tentative time to meet up tonight. I get to the little spot at a local little whiskey cigar bar, and I was like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? Crickets. So about 10 minutes later of me sitting in the car, he calls, and he was like, hey. I was like, hey, like, are you inside? Like, are you on your way? Because I'm here, waiting for you. And he was like, well, I'm at home. I haven't even taken a shower yet. I didn't know that we had planned on a specific time. Really? 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 Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because I read back through the text and it was a bit very specific. Anyway, so needless to say, I got stood up tonight.
Look at that.
That is okay, because my whole motto through this whole dating process is rejection is God's protection.
What?
So you know what I did?
What?
I took my pretty little low self and I walked up into the little whiskey cigar bar and I had me a whiskey sour to thank God for protecting me to someone that has already showed me that they do not value my time. So, I met some interesting people in the whiskey bar. So it wasn't a total waste. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here to say yes, sometimes we're going to get stood up, and that's okay because it's probably preventing a whole lot of headache for us because those people obviously don't value other people's time. And if they don't value your time, they'll eventually probably going to disrespect you. So, with that being said, don't let people project their immaturity and ugliness on you because I know I'm a good person, and when I say I'm going to do something, I do it because it's called accountability and maturity. So don't give up hope. The dating world's a hot mess. I know that, but keep your faith and be optimistic because I still have hope and I believe in love. So, with that being said, yeah, I got stood up too tonight, and it's okay. But I'm not giving up hope, and I will see y'all next time on the next date.
Look at that, guys. So for whatever reason, probably divorce, right? Oh yeah, she has hashtag divorced. Guys, she's out in this dating world, right? She found out.
The night is dark and full of terrors.
The night is dark and full of terrors, man. And how, isn't it funny, guys? Rejection is God's protection, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Why is it when these chicks mess up their lives and end up out here alone and saying single and old, they have to talk about Jesus? Dude, God has nothing to do with the fact that you're some shriveled up old broad getting rejected, right? And guys, they thought the merry-go-round was going to keep going. This carousel is going to keep going on forever and ever. And now it's slowly dawning on them in their 50s, right? Their 40s, 50s, right? And she's acting like she has some say in this. As if, oh yeah, I just expected this to happen. Please. These chicks are cooked. Cooked. Oh, I showed him. Did you really?
You stupid woman!
Clown world, right? And guys, hey lady, it doesn't get any better from here, right? Guys, she has comments. I'm not gonna even read them, right? Come on. You guys are hashtags. She has a lot. She put them here. Hashtag dating. Hashtag divorced. Hashtag date night. Hashtag dating in my 50s. Hashtag dating life. Hashtag single. Hashtag dating lives. Hashtag somewhere in Texas. Hashtag trending. Hashtag brown-eyed girl. Hashtag God's protection, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag rejection is protection, clown world.
So I did a thing last night, and I know some of you are going to roll your eyes when I tell you. I created a profile and put myself on a dating app again. I say again, but actually it's been 2 years. So why now? Why did I do it? Well, to state the obvious, it would be nice to actually meet someone, but I'm also curious. I have seen so many women on here and men talk about how difficult they're finding it in the dating scene, especially when you're in your 50s.
Yeah.
I also saw an article where TV producers for a dating show for older people like myself have had to cancel the 3rd season because they couldn't find available or suitable men, which is interesting. So right now, I admit the odds are not in my favour, but I want to give this a go for a variety of reasons. Number one, I'm in a good place, mentally, emotionally, physically. I've done the work, people, so I know that I want to date as opposed to need to date, and there is a difference. Secondly, I'm being very intentional on how I approach this. I know my boundaries, my non-negotiables, and I'm also not afraid to articulate what it is that I'm looking for. And thirdly, I'm going to approach this whole thing with an open mind. As I've gotten older, I've realised the more that we narrow our options, the less chance we have of new opportunities coming into our lives. So I am going to document my experience as I go along because I believe transparency is a good thing. So don't forget to follow me to find out how I get on. So
you're old! Guys, what is going on? This chick's talking like she's in her late 20s or early 30s, man. I've done the work. I'm open-minded. What are you talking about? You're cooked. Cooked. Guys, they're so delusional. What is going on? Guys, if you were to take, like, cover her face or put, like, a filter other than the one she already has, right? And de-age her by about 30 years, this would sound the same coming from a younger chick, right? And these chicks are acting like they're doing us a favor by coming back on the market. But no man in his right mind would date this. At all. Any man who's in his late 40s, 50s, or early 60s who's in decent shape and has his money game right, guys, you don't need to look at this. You don't. And guys, just watch. Wait till you're in your 50s, guys. And you decide to, you know what? I'm going to take the Chevelle out today. Or I'm going to take the, the Beamer or whatever out today. Right? And pick up my little 25-year-old and have some dinner. Right? And you see all these 55-year-old chicks staring at you crazy, just, Ellie, I'm going to kill you, you fucking whore. And your date says, why are these older chicks looking at me funny? And you're like, what are you talking about? One of these old chicks says, I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch! Hey guys, are hashtags. Hashtag dating in your 50s. Hashtag over 50 and fabulous, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hashtag dating advice. Hashtag dating tips. Hashtag over 50 women. Hashtag over 50 on TikTok. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.